Your boy Sam.
And your boy Eli coming at you
with cell organelles and how they
relate to different levels of a business.
Specifically how a eukaryotic cell relates to the levels of a business. So first up we have the nucleus. How do you think the nucleus is like the boss of the cell?
I think it's like the boss of a cell in how it controls the cell. It's the center of the cell, keeps everything going. It's the chief. It's the up guy.
Yeah. And so it being in the center, it's able to give out all this information to the other parts of the cell and just act as sort of like the overseer for the rest of the cell.
It helps the cell grow.
Yes, and then we have the mitochondria.
Yeah.
And I said the mitochondria is a lot like an upper level manager in the cell, because it's like the mitochondria is known for giving power to the cell.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an upper level manager. It would keep the cell in check, or it would keep the business in check, and it would just keep everyone inside the business in check, and just keep everything running properly.
Yeah, it's properly and smoothly. Make sure everything's just going well in the cell and or in a business.
Mm-hmm. And then the ribosomes. What would you say the ribosomes are like?
I would say the ribosomes are like the intern in the business.
Right. So so they're taking proteins and other stuff from the nucleus, or the boss, and they're doing their own thing, and they're also working with other parts of the cell. So they're a lot like the intern of the cell.
Yeah, they're taking the orders from the boss, acting them out by themselves and with others.
Yes. And so then after that, I have the peroxisomes.
Mm-hmm.
And the peroxisomes, I said, they're a lot like the foreman of the cell, because they're breaking down fatty acids, and the foreman would, break down this smaller stuff, and it would stop smaller problems, just like the peroxisomes, before they get bigger, while, other parts of the cell or other people in the business would keep its bigger problems.
It's keeping the cell or the business in check.
Yeah, and so it's,
Then I would say we have the Golgi apparatus.
It's pronounced Golgi apparatus.
Sorry, man.
Right, and so the Golgi apparatus, I think it's a lot like a warehouse employee.
Yeah, it keeps everything organized, it puts stuff up, it stores it, it packages things, packages materials, different items.
Right, and so a warehouse employee, they're a key part of the business, because they're just keeping all this material for later, and that's what the Golgi apparatus does. It's able to package up these proteins and store them for later use, which is really important when the cell doesn't have access to proteins like carbohydrates or something, just coming in and to create energy.
What about the vacuole?
Oh, well, I said the vacuole is a lot like the storage area of the cell, because because it's storing water and other materials for later use in the cell. So
it's keeping everything together. It's storing it's very essential in a business. Without that, they can't store the materials and have everything already ready.
Right. So the vacuole is really important to just keeping the cell alive.
It's crucial.
And then we have the ER, or the endoplasmic reticulum, and I said it's a lot like the transportation of the cell, because it's moving stuff around the cell.
Yeah, it's just like the transportation truck in the business. It used to move, ship, any word like that, deliver it to another spot or another business to a customer, kind of just like how the transportation truck moves proteins within the cell. Yeah,
so it's it's moving stuff to other parts of the cell, and it's a really important tool to getting those parts to working together with each other. And finally, the lyosomes. I said they're a lot like waste disposal, or like the trash trucks or the trash cans of the business, because they're getting rid of this waste, and they're moving it out, and they're making sure it's not interfering with the cell.
So they're breaking down all the excess material, compacting it, and getting rid of it. Just like in a business, it kind of goes unnoticed how really important trash cans or trash trucks are, because you're really surprising how much excess stuff businesses or a lot of things make during the day, and without that to get rid of it, it would just mess up things, clog it up. Stuff would not be clean.
So the lysosomes are really important to just keep the cell clean and running. So I think that's all 8 organelles. So
we have
thank you for watching.
Yes, this is Sam,
and this is Eli.
Coming at you, y'all.
Yep.
See you next time.
Bye.
Dinosaurs.